Welcome everyone. I kind of just wanted to show this game off a little bit before I did the War Thunder one tonight. I think this one has some very strong points to it and has some very weak points. I think between the two of them, if you were to take the strong points of each, you would have a fantastic game. So let's go ahead and pick something to get me right into the game. I'm gonna pick this one. This is one that I got some time ago. That's very fun to use. I decided I wanted to kind of show off and contrast World of Warships before I do War Thunder tonight. Because there's a lot of similarities in
action stations.
The strengths between the two are things I really wish I could see combined. Wait, I got a cruiser next to me. Good afternoon to you as well. I think one thing World of Warships nails that War Thunder struggles with in this aspect is graphics when it comes to Navy. The effects and feel in World of Warships it hits you in the feel so much more than War Thunder does. Some of it's just the quality of the wave effect, the way they've messed with the lighting in this one, like there's an overcast sky, pockets of sunshine. I couldn't tell you all the reasons that it feels it looks better. All I can tell you is that I notice it.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Enemy destroyer detected. Enemy cruiser sighted.
Torpedoes to port.
Oh.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Here I go.
Hull breach. We're taking on water.
Hey, I'm not dead.
Smoke generator activated. Problem solved, sir.
Keep it going. You're not dead yet.
Critical engine damage. Smoke screen set.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
I'm hurting a bit hard here. Oh no, not another one.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
Yeah, everything seems to flow together very well.
Our team has taken the lead.
On the negative side, it's very gamified. And that's the strength that War Thunder has, is that they lean a lot more into the simulation. Whereas in this one, you have health points on your ship. And disabling or destroying a key component of the ship basically just does a lot of health damage. Whereas in War Thunder, at the rate of damage I'm at, my vehicle would be listing to the side, taking on water, firing slower. It would have a lot of effects on it because your crew matters so much more in War Thunder. The ability to do anything with your ship is dependent on your crew level and how many crew members you still have alive. I think maybe I'm going to play a match with each of the classes of vehicles. I think that'd be a good way to kind of show things off.
Engine boost activated.
Well, I say that. The only one I don't have unlocked yet are submarines. I'm close to them, but I don't have them yet. It's too far away for me to even shoot at. Yep, still fires anyway. I guess that's also a weird one I hadn't thought about. You just kind of have infinite ammo in this one. In the War Thunder version, you have a lot of ammo, but it's still limited. Like, you'll carry 600 rounds. Let's see, what do I got? Let's take the Texas out. Do one with a battleship. And this is kind of something that bothers me a lot with the War Thunder tree is in World of Warships, a lot of stuff have an early component that gets used within early battles, early ranks. You know, you'll see battleships, you'll see cruisers, you'll see destroyers. Very early on, you can even see aircraft carriers. In War Thunder, they based like the battle ranking around tonnage, and it feels like it makes 0 sense. So your first 3 ranks are all unlocking destroyers, rank 4 becomes unlocking cruisers, rank 5 becomes battleships. That doesn't make any sense. The game has aircraft carriers, but it handles it in a very gamified arcade way. And it's one aspect where War Thunder, I feel, is superior, is how it integrates air combat into the naval game. And I'll play that after I play this match with Texas. Actually, in which game? This one or the other one? In World of Warships, I'm actually further along in the Japanese tree. I have more unlocked in that one.
Action stations.
Okay, so it's typically playing a battleship is very slow. Your only real purpose is to sit in the back, indirect firing everything. You can kind of take it in and sit, but you're really just going to leave yourself open to a destroyer tossing a ton of torpedoes at you.
Awaiting instructions.
But typically you can just aim your guns to one side, turn it sideways, and move in.
Enemy force detected. Enemy cruiser sighted.
Ain't gonna hit that one, I don't think.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
That one I'm going to, though, in a moment. Not him, him.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Oh, and the reload times on battleships are awful. They always are. Half a minute to a minute. You're gonna be waiting. Nice. Yamato is just a fun one to hear. How did that not destroy that?
Our team has taken the lead.
Spotter returning to ship. Spotter destroyed.
I think I have to turn against this one. I didn't even see this one right in front of me. Yeah, that's typically a thing I end up forgetting because the use is different in this game.
Bullseye.
Hit it. Yeah, those torpedoes made short work of that one. Right, let's check out the carrier. This is one I recently unlocked. And in this game, the way equipment kind of works. Oh yeah. Battleship is a very boring game. Boring one to play, really. Carrier is interesting. We can put it at that. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade these just so that I have the upgraded one. Well, I can't. I guess that's not happening. Okay. So anyway, we're just gonna play then. Yeah, carrier basically works as sit way in the back or tuck yourself behind an island and hope for the best. That's it.
Action stations.
To a degree. Sometimes it is like a bot that'll get placed in if it needs to fill a role. And currently I am set up in a co-op match where it's humans versus AI.
Provide anti-aircraft fire support.
Awaiting instructions.
And so the way air works is you actually fly as a formation or squadron that gets sent out, and that corresponds to the number of attacks you get to use. So with this, because each time I'll launch two just torpedoes? No, these are rockets. I will get... 2 of them will strike with each attack, so I'll get 4 attacks with it. I'll likely lose them before I get to do that many, because they don't typically live very long.
Engaging enemy.
Overshot it. But yes, they typically don't live very long. Too late. They both missed.
Fighter airborne.
Oh, yes. Oh, looks like we did get a submarine as an enemy in this match.
Our team has taken the lead.
The bombers you're supposed to approach from the front or the back. And both of them missed. Good job, guys. You suck. I can hit this one.
Our victory is
Nope.
in sight.
Yeah, aircraft carrier is basically play support, hope for the best. Because you're probably not going to get much from most of the times I've played it. And it's funny because when they first released, or when they were first doing aircraft carriers, and as they progressed with aircraft carriers, the most common complaint about them was how overpowered it was. And that was particularly funny because it's realistic. Like, an aircraft carrier should be overpowered. I did 0 damage whatsoever. Every single shot, miss. Fantastic. Great job, guys. Alright, let's try out this cruiser I just got. Something a little different. This one's the mid-level. Cruiser typically gets some assortment of guns, some assortment of torpedoes. Yeah, see, there's his maximum waiting time for a co-op battle, no longer than 30 seconds. Vacant places will be distributed among bots. World of Warships Blitz? Is that a thing? I know World of Tanks Blitz was a thing. That's on Steam. This one is as well. Ooh, Rocky. I think this game does weather better. In this game, the progression you go through is pretty close to just a timeline, chronological. You know, you start out with Navy ships from World War I and progress into the interwar period, early World War II, World War II.
È stata una bella battaglia. Enemy force detected.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert.
Pretty much. They're definitely not the most exciting game. I think War Thunder has the potential to be a much more exciting one.
Torpedoes, direct front. Torpedoes to port.
Enemy destroyer blown
Come on,
up.
faster than it.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes to starboard.
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Below the waterline. We're flooding quickly.
Hey, I'm not dead.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Not dead yet.
Problem solved, sir.
Like some of the things that change in War Thunder, because they rely much more on systems modeling for how damage is dealt, is because, say, you take a lot of damage to one side, your ship will list to that side, making it so that you can't aim in the opposite direction at the level you could before. It causes a lot more dynamic effect to battle than you get from this game, where it's much more heavily gamified and arcade.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert.
Oh shoot, he hit me. Oh, let's see what else is there. There are the submarines. I don't have them yet, but I did play with them back when they were first being tested out, and I liked using them. I thought they were a very fun addition to the game. Also, it was just kind of neat to be able to see under the water and what was going on. The various countries that are in this. Back when I stopped playing originally, it was only to here, Pan-Asia. And I think Europe had 1 or 2 vehicles. And since then, they've added these. Typically, I tend to play destroyers just because they are faster, they get into stuff much quicker. But one of the things where War Thunder feels lacking is definitely in the mixed fleet characteristics. Because of how the battle ratings are handled, it leaves it so that destroyers are always fighting destroyers, and there's never anything else in the match. Cruisers are always fighting cruisers, and there's nothing else in it, and battleships are always fighting battleships. It feels really weird.
Good luck and fair seas. 了解。
エンジンブースト始動。
Yeah, it's like the graphics in this one just look very nice. And it's not because it's particularly graphically demanding, it's more just creative use of effects. Come from? Oh. That went terrible. Did any of mine hit? Not yet. Are they going to? 2 of them hit. 2 of them hit. Okay. Ooh, it cracked it in half. Yeah, I think this game is fairly set in stone as to what it's always going to be, and that is an arcade naval game, and I think it does that very well. I think War Thunder, on the other hand, does have a lot of room to grow, and there's so much they could expand on it with. Even the idea of, say, some maps that have a bay or a coastline that can allow one player on each team to have access to one of their naval vessels so that they can bring it into a ground battle and launch shells into the map. Kind of combining all 3 aspects that they have, because right now in War Thunder, the naval gameplay feels incredibly divorced from the rest of the game. It's kind of why nobody bothers with it, is because there's no use for it in the other game types. I think we'll conclude this match. It's a game that I played for about 100 hours or so total. I didn't play it for super long, maybe it was 200. Compared to War Thunder, which I've invested a lot more time into, and that I feel is more the game for me. It fits what I'm looking for in a vehicle game, which is the simulation. Yeah, whatever. I just always try my luck with this because why not? Whatever. The rest of it's all garbage anyway. This game also does a lot of extra promotions with things. There's just so many various places where they have sunk in ways to pull money out of you. This is one that they're particularly fond of, which is the dockyard. Look, you can build a premium boat yourself by playing the game. It is an absolute pain, and I cannot say it is worth it. But that's something you can do. Is it cool? Is it a really neat aspect? Does it look really cool? Absolutely. And that's what it's got going for it. This game looks cool to it, to a T. But beyond that, it's a shallow puddle of a game. It's arcade. But that's what it's meant to be. And it does it very well. So you can't fault it for that. Hello there, Pro. Welcome. I was showing off a bit of World of Warships and making some comparisons to War Thunder for when I play it tonight. But I think at the end of the day for me, War Thunder is the superior game. For me. I love the systems modeling. I love the way your vehicle changes to the systems as they change in your vehicle. The idea that I can have half my guns damaged, be listing to the side, and still functional, still able to fight, is just a very much more pleasant experience to go through. It gives it a sense of realism that this one doesn't really have. You know, when you get a big hit in this game, you hit the Citadel or you hit a magazine, something like that, it just counts as a large damage. Exactly. This game is a great arcade naval game. And I would absolutely recommend it for somebody that just wants looks good, big guns, beautiful details. Because look at the amount of detailing that they put into their ships. They actually seem to put a lot of time into the texturing, the modeling, everything to just make it feel real. And there are even, this is one thing I really wish War Thunder had, is the different ports. And there are just all kinds of places you can change and set your port to different lighting, different environment, and just really change the feel of where your ships are. They have another one that I'm particularly fond of, which is the, oh, where is it here? Oh, don't tell me they changed it. Ah, they changed it. It was at the designer's table, but basically it was a desk that allowed you to see your ship on it like a miniature model. And I just think that's really cool. You should give C a try. Do it. Give it a try. See how it goes. But this is also a kind of company that, you know, they're doing stuff with animes promotional. They do stuff with Warhammer promotionally. They do things with, I think recently they did one with, oh, what was it? Megadeth. They did a Megadeth event recently. They're more that kind of game. Sometimes there's a bit more fantastical elements, stuff like that. It's very much a game. But if that's what you're looking for, it's a good one at that. It's not particularly what I was looking for, but it might be for someone else. But I'm gonna call that it for today, and I will be back in a few hours for War Thunder. And so I hope to see everybody there then, so that we can all see how Navy game compares to this. So until then, have a good day, and goodbye.